shit up
and make it loud. It's
Exclusive.
DJ FDB.
What's up, guys?
Not a lot, just trucking away.
Nice. Where are you guys located right now?
I don't know. I'm on single player somewhere between Oakland and Modesto.
Oh. That an ass. Anybody on Truckers MP?
I don't know.
Yeah, I am.
I'm in 160, so I can't go down there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm in TMP. I'm doing a run between Los Angeles and New Orleans.
Put it on me. Brian and Sonny go let the ladies know. They got it going on. Oh, Shaggy.
Yeah, put on push to talk. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I was just making sure that my push to talk on my steering wheel worked.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Sneethy, what up, brother? Gonna be lurking as I got work in the morning. Just wanted to support you. I appreciate it, Sneethy. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. All right. So, the person that's on Truckers MP, where are you at? Or
I'm on
what's your
Highway. I'm on Highway 8. I just left Los Angeles and I'm heading to New Orleans. I still got another hour and a half before I get there.
Okay, in game time or?
No, real time. I still got 1,700 miles to go.
Oh, okay. Where are you? Where's the nearest town you're going to be passing through?
Hang on, let me pull over here and check them out.
This music is banging.
All right, next town I'm going to be passing through is Yuma.
Good old Yuma. All right, let me see.
Yeah, because I'm just passing, well, just about to pass El Centro. Not pulled over right now, but I'll be passing Yuma. Then after that, I'll be hitting Tucson.
All right, I'm about to pull up in Yuma.
I'm following Highway 10 all the way to New Orleans.
All right. All right, I'm fast traveling to Yuma right now.
All right, I'll start heading there, and then I'll wait on the highway just on the other side.
Perfect. And what business are you going to in New Orleans?
Hang on a second, let me pull over.
You have the truck you have, it should tell you.
Oh yeah, that's right, I keep forgetting about that bottom bar. I'm going to Creole Bay Port.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm hauling a drop deck full of, or flatbed full of tires.
Nice.
Yeah, I keep forgetting I have that damn bar at the bottom that tells me everything.
Yeah.
My thing is, if I get distracted, like looking for information or stuff, I really have to pull over. Otherwise, I seem to go flying off into the field somewhere.
It happens to the best of us.
Well, it's also because I'm using a controller right now, and my push and talk's on my mouse, so I'm kind of like holding both.
Gotcha.
Now you know when you're in TMP, you hit M on your keypad, on your keyboard, it'll bring up the map on TMP.
Yeah. But I just, yeah, like I said, I get distracted too easily, so I have to pull over if I'm checking maps or stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not using my wheel right now because I'm redoing my office, and so I took everything down. I'm still waiting on 3 new desks. They're being custom made for me.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a U-shaped desk, and basically the front one, the main one, is gonna be like my main one. Obviously, it's gonna have 3 34-inch monitors and 3 27s, and then on either side I got 2 32s, and each station has a different setup. One for flight sims, space sims, one for driving, which is the main one, and the other one's gonna be for you know, basically strictly flight sims and stuff.
Is that
like
you passing by Yuma right now?
Yeah, I'm just pulling
All
over
right,
on
yeah.
the highway here.
Gotcha.
assuming gas haulers isn't you.
Oh, no, it's me.
It's your what?
Oh, that is me. Yeah. I came in, I believe I was playing with US built last night.
Oh, okay. So you're on a different account.
No. This is my main account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm a visitor.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready whenever you are, sir.
All right. Let's go. What speeds are you used to hauling butt at?
80.
All right. I usually set mine to 79 just to be safe, but
That works.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the tolerance set to 0, but sometimes at 80 it's a little too close.
Yeah, coming in hot, my boy.
You're braver than me. I go as high as 78.
Yeah, you usually do 78.
With weight or without weight?
I have weight on.
Well, I do 78 with weightless trailers.
I got 3 trailers, haul a little road train.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my load's like what? 30,800?
My load last night was 192,000. I had 4
Ouch.
techers full of butane.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm usually hauling around 40-something thousand. Like, usually have tankers with like fruit juice or crude oil or fuel.
Well, I haul fuel in real life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did that for about 8 months before I quit trucking.
Why did you quit?
Change of careers. I
Change
did,
of careers?
yeah, I did long haul for just about 10 years, and then the last like 8 months was local, doing fuel.
Yeah.
And then after that, I got into construction, and now I work for the municipal government and public works.
Oh, yeah, government jobs.
I'm getting ready to start a trucking job or a rental, heavy equipment rental company.
Nice. Nice.
Them government jobs are good.
Yeah, it depends where you're at, like, obviously. Like, I'm up in Canada, so it's not too bad.
Right. Oh, you're in Canada. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I'm up in the province of Ontario.
I have a few friends up in Canada, but they're more west. Over towards Vernon and what.
Yeah, it's nice, you know, with these games, you can make friends all over the world.
Oh yeah.
Especially playing European Truck Simulator, you meet a whole bunch of people from across the pond.
Oh, man. It's so hard because a lot of them don't speak English, so...
Yeah, some of them don't, that's for sure. But most Europeans, that's their primary language is English, because that's the business language over there.
Yep, it's true.
I only speak 3 languages.
What's that?
English, French, and sarcasm.
You know, I'm also fluent in bullshit, too.
I'm too sarcastic to bullshit. I call a spade a spade. Much to my detriment sometimes.
So, what kind of controls do you got for flight sim?
I have a honeycomb set up, flight, like the throttle quadrant and the yoke.
Ooh.
Same here.
And I'm using Thrustmaster pedals.
I have Logitech pedals, but I use the honeycomb as well.
Anybody driving with the Hori wheel?
Nope.
Yeah, I love it.
I use G29.
I have a full Thrustmaster set up for driving.
I have a Thrustmaster shifter but I really like the Hori wheel. You know, the one that SCS helped develop?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
It's
I have
got,
the
like-
direct drive Thrustmaster, and I have the Thrustmaster Pro pedals, and the TH8 shifter.
Ooh. I think I have, like, I want to say, like, I'm trying to look here how many numbers I got. About 50 buttons from my wheel and my shifter together. Like, to program.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crap.
Well, for buttons, I use, I've got 3 Steam Deck XLs, like Stream Decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I program all my buttons on there. All I've got is maybe 20 buttons set up for trucking sim, and that's all I need.
Well, you know, need and having, you know, two different things, you know.
I've got like all my lights, beacons, hazards, you know, lock and unlock the trailer.
Roll down the
Jake
window, Jake brake. I have it all. Turn
Yeah.
signal,
Yeah, the 8, 9
windshield
cameras there.
wipers. I have like where I can like literally use it's like an actual turn signal on the steering wheel.
I've got weather turned off, so I don't bother with wipers.
Well, no. Well, the wipers is with the wipers is with the
Oh,
left
comes
turn
with the steering
signal.
wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can just turn on my Jake brake like below my right side of my wheel, and I have a whole bunch of buttons on that I can control too. It's crazy, bro. Oh well, there goes that load. Oh well.
Oh shit, you need me to stop?
Nope. I tapped 81.
Okay, I slowed down here, so watch it. I went a little too fast around that corner.
I didn't expect it to push me over. I mean, I tapped it. I should be okay.
Yeah, usually when I come up on like corners that are like 55, like I'll just tap the brake and it puts my Jake on, well, my engine brake, and then I just hit the resume cruise after.
No, I hit 81.
81 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, I
That's
tapped
right.
it. I'm hoping that I didn't. I know it's race. I have like almost 5,000 hours on here, so
Okay, you know
I'm
what you're doing.
familiar.
Yeah, you got more hours than I do. I've got maybe 2K hours, something like that.
Yeah, I've been driving a long time.
Maybe.
I'll have to go look. I think it's like 4,800. It's ridiculous. It's the way it is. Because if you look at like how many hours that is, and then how much time that is, it's fucking insane.
Yep. There's only 2 games I put more time into than that, and that's World of Warcraft. I played for 12 years. and GTA RP, so on 5M for 7 years.
I did that for a while. The community's dying though.
For GTA RP? Not really.
Yeah. Well, at least the communities that I was a part of, they all died out.
Yeah.
We used to have like
Yeah.
100 some people in the server, and the next thing you know, there's like 40, and the next thing you know, it's 20, and then 10. It's got to the point I just got tired of dying communities.
Yeah. No, I was on a fairly large server that's been stable for like the last 6 years.
And then they were like, "Oh, no more real cars, no more real trucks." And I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm done."
Yeah, I never got into it, but my son, he makes 5M servers.
Yeah, the last server I played on, I was there for 3 years until I quit. And it's still going strong. It's got like, 400 players a day easily. Like when it's full, you got like 350, 400 players. But I just got so sick of it because over like the 3-year period I was on that server, I've done everything. I've played a cop, DOJ, DOC. I was a criminal, business owner, civilian. I just got burnt out, especially being a criminal, because it's one of the hardest things to do on the server because you're grinding so much just to supply yourself.
Oh, is it what do you call that? Was it one of those servers where you have to like literally go do everything?
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah, like if you want to make ammunition, you have to go do the lumber job and get wood chips, get yourself some gasoline to make coal.
Yeah.
Then you have to go get yourself some iron from mining. And then with the coal you make, whatchamacallit, gunpowder. So you have to get things from different jobs in order to make, like to craft the items. Like that's for rifle ammo. Like pistol ammo you could just buy at the ammunition. But any crafted weapons like Gusenbergs and whatnot, you need to make your own rifle ammo.
That's a little too much.
Yeah, it's got like a, its own in-game economy. You could buy cars like off the website, like for $50 a pop, or you could just buy the ones in game from PDM.
Yeah, these server owners are making fucking bank off people.
Oh yeah, they're charging everybody like for priority queue to get in anytime you want. It's like $50 a month on that one. Some other ones are like up at $100.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but it's expensive though, because you have to pay developers to keep on top of everything and to develop new stuff. You have to pay the server space, which is expensive as hell. So they have a lot of back-end expenses. So like I really don't blame them. But some of them do, like the way they do it's pretty predatory. But the one I was on wasn't like that. They just charge to pay the bills, Like obviously they make some profit because a lot of people buy cars and different shit. Where they get it ridiculous, those property prices. Because they'll auction off properties and there's some like whales on there. They'll think nothing of dropping like $2,000, $3,000 on like a big huge property.
Must be nice to have that kind of disposable income.
Yeah, they'll just outbid everybody at the auction. It's just crazy. And if you're buying like instance places or whatever, or like certain walk-ins with in-game money, for a decent place, you're talking about 10 million in-game money. To grind that out, it'll take you about 5 months, 6 months. Unless you're doing like huge deals, like if you're a gang and you throw your money in together. My favorite job was just being a doctor at Pillbox, doing EMS. I used to make a fortune at that job. Every time somebody comes in, it's like $3K to treat them. And when you're on a busy server that's got like 30 plus gangs, about 40 police officers, pillbox gets real busy.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Probably not bored, that's for sure.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Well, I did, was it 2 10-hour shifts on a weekend once, and I made like 1.2 million. That's how crazy it
Holy
was.
shit.
Between treatments and like every time you do something violent, or if you're driving over 100 miles an hour in the game, you get stressed. So at Pillbox, we sold a drug. It comes in a 4-pack. It's called Adderall. And basically, it eliminates your stress without side effects.
That's
Because
crazy.
you can go to the like gas station and get smokes and stuff to do the same thing. But this is like more instant, and people use it because if you're getting into high-speed chases.
You said Adderall. I took one of those about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but in the game, it has different uses. Same name, just total bullshit use for it in the game.
Jesse, come on.
Like, I'm a trained first responder, and the treatments I was doing at the hospital are like very basic, short description of like something that's much more complicated, you know? Because you got to balance like role play and time and everything, you know? So most treatments that I do are like 20 to 30 seconds, and that's for like a complete, like somebody's suffering from gunshot wounds. You know, so from start of treatment to get them up and out is about 30 seconds. And that's talking fast through like the little script that we developed for it. No, it was fun, but I just got burnt out after 7 years of playing it. I was just, no. Time to put that down.
I used to play on 5M. I periodically still do, but I bounce off and on with it.
I love Arma. I feel like Arma, at least the servers that I was part of, my community was fucking awesome for Arma.
Yeah.
Never played Arma 3. It's pretty cool.
I tried it. I suck so bad at it.
You gotta find a good server to be a part of too.
Yeah, true enough. I just can't seem to hit the broadside of a barn in that game.
And I definitely recommend PvE, not PvP.
Yeah. Like, I can hold my own, like, in Call of Duty, but in hardcore modes. But if I have to sustain fire on a target, and it's moving, that's where I have a hard time. So, like, usually I'm used to, like, hardcore, like, 2 bullets is enough to kill somebody, you know? So I got good reaction times, it's just holding, like, the aim, and especially when they're moving, it's kind of hard.
Oh yeah.
And shooting at GTA is like totally different.
Oh yeah. Shooting in GTA is so unrealistic. It's crazy.
Oh, it's so difficult too, because with the body armor and like the physics and stuff that we had on the server, it was to the point where like you had to get headshots, otherwise you just weren't doing enough damage. And the thing is, you don't have any feedback really in GTA when you hit something, you know? And all you got is that little white dot.
Like you're shooting an assault shotgun and it just has no recoil.
Yeah, This is a custom server that I was on for the last 3 years, and like they adjusted the physics and the recoil. There's a lot of recoil on guns.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, they have a full development team. Like the owner is actually one of the head developers. And then they got a full moderation staff. Like I was a staff at one point.
Yeah, I was staff too. Dealing with people, you know, the trolls is really annoying. Stay professional.
Yeah, well, I was dealing with tickets mostly on Discord. So, like,
so the communities I was part of, I was doing
stuff like that.
I was doing in-game and like tickets. They made you do both.
Yeah, no, I was what they call support. So they have support and they have moderators. So moderators do both, and support is like actually learning it. So we were just doing tickets and working at the door. So basically, when you came into the city, we had a spot where it's on a street near MRPD. It's on a little side street. It's at that theater there. So we call that street Fantastic Place. And basically, whenever somebody new comes into the game, you got a bunch of staff sitting there and volunteers, you know, making sure they're 18 and over, making sure the characters don't look like total shit, you know, making sure they understand the rules and stuff like that. And we're there to answer questions before we set them loose. So we did a lot of that, working at the door, doing tickets. The next step would have been moderation, but I was still too much into the RP that I just didn't have time for it. Not to mention, you know, like being support was a volunteer position too, so. I wasn't interested in putting too many hours into it. It was like, you know, I'm not getting paid to sit there.
You ever heard of a guy named Officer Messer?
Oh yeah, I saw him on TikTok.
Who now?
Officer Messer.
Messer.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He owns a 5M server.
Okay.
He owns it? I didn't know he owned it.
Yep.
Yeah, ours
I
is
didn't
pretty
know
well
he owned
organized. Yeah, the owner in game, he chooses to play like the police commissioner, so he handles like all the legal side of the game. And then our community manager plays Tony Soprano, who's like the supreme overboss of all the gangs. So basically, when there's a rule breaks and stuff like that, because there's a lot of rules for the cops and robbers aspect. So each one, like, you know, takes care of their half of things. So it's pretty well organized.
Hey, Happy.
Huh?
When you switched over to 1.60, which ones did you go to?
If you're trying to downgrade,
What, in Steam?
Yeah.
Well, I did it automatically for me.
Oh, okay.
But it's usually the top one.
The public version?
Yeah.
All right.
so glad I did this trip in 2 chunks.
Why?
I started off in Seattle, and I went to Los Angeles with 1 load, and then Los Angeles to New Orleans with the 2nd load.
Yeah.
Because I did 3 loads from Seattle to New Orleans yesterday and this morning, and they didn't register on truck books.
Why?
Issues with truck books.
Oh, I didn't know there was issues.
Yeah, especially if you don't have it set to unlimited log size. Like mine wasn't set to that, so Matt helped me with it the other day, and I got it set to that, but I was still having a couple of issues with it.
I ran from top of Canada all the way down to New Orleans, and I counted. It was like 3,500 miles.
Yeah, mine was like 3,031 miles each trip.
And it didn't register. I'd be so mad.
Oh, I was pissed.
Now on your truck foot client, do you have
It
it
says
on?
pending.
No. What I'm saying is, when you go into your truck books client, go to settings, go to ATS, and then all the way over to the right, there's a little bar there that you can have it on 1 or 2. Which one do you have it set on?
I don't know.
When you get a chance, go look at it, and you want to have it on 2.
Okay. Well, the last load I did registered, so that's a good thing.
Drop this load off. Gotta get off because I'm going catfishing.
Woohoo!
I just moved into a house right on a lake.
Lucky dog.
I haven't gone catfishing in years.
I've never been
last-
catfishing.
Last time I did that was with my father when I was a kid. Like specifically going for catfish, and yeah, he didn't have the most legal technique to get them.
Did it involve a pew-pew?
No, it involved a
okay.
cinder block, a shit ton of medical grade elastic, 100-pound test line, and then stringing a bunch of hooks off the main line, and then you row back to shore, put your worms on the hook, let it go, and the elastic brings it out into the water for you. And like, you know, you check the line once in a while, if you feel some weight on it, stretch it back into shore, rebait your hooks, throw them back out.
Nice.
Yeah, that's called a trout line, and that's legal down here in Texas.
Oh, it's highly illegal everywhere.
I don't think it's illegal as long as you have a fishing license and you're catching legal fish.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's the technique. Because, like, you can have, like, 12 to 15 hooks on this line.
Yeah, you're down here in Texas. You're allowed to have 100 hook trout line.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, up here it's 2 hook max per line, so you can have, like, a pickerel rig. But nothing beyond that, and you're only allowed 1 rod in the water at a time.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, that's another thing. You're not limited on how many rods you can use.
Yeah,
You're
I can have like
limited
2 or 3
on the
rods with
legality
me.
of the fish. You have to be a certain length, certain size, all that. But other than that, then you're good.
Yeah, up here too, but they have some pretty strict laws up here.
Hey,
But
thank you
most
so
of the
much for the
places I go fishing
follow.
are like in like some of the major rivers, and it's just, you know, I just do conservation license, so just catch and release.
Okay. Thank you so much for the follow,
Anything
man.
that comes out of these
Welcome.
waters, you wouldn't want to eat them.
Probably a lot of mercury. I don't know anything about Canadian waters, but I know American waters suck when it comes to all that shit.
Well, especially rivers near cities, yeah, you don't want to be eating any fish out of those. Like the Ottawa River, the St. Lawrence River. You don't want to be eating those. But if you go up to lakes and stuff like that, yeah, sure, no problem. There's a lot of great bodies of water up here in Canada, but yeah, no, if you're near a major city, because you guarantee a lot of sewage going into the water, a lot of industrial waste and stuff, so you really don't want to eat anything out of there.
There's a whole app for my city. I live in the city of Philadelphia, and there's like a whole app where you can literally see like where they're shooting raw sewage into the Schuylkill River.
Wow.
It's freaking gross.
Yeah, I hear they don't do it on purpose, but when there's a big rainstorm and there's a stormwater overflow,
Yeah, the
it happens where they
poo-poo plants can't handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, you all have a good one.
All right, you too.
You do.
See you later.
Later.
Guys, we are headed to New Orleans.
Yeah, that was one of my first jobs actually with the municipality. I was
And
working for the
got
water
a
department, and 3
custom
weeks
trailer.
in, like I was doing property reinstatements. So after we dig up a water main or service, I'd reinstate the citizen's property. But 3 weeks in, they asked for volunteers. Never volunteer. I should have known better from the military. But I volunteered, and I ended up in a biohazard suit, a rebreather, and standing in the digester with a friggin' pressure washer.
That sounds absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, cleaning out the grates. Not a lot of fun. Yeah, I did 2 weeks of that, and I never volunteered again.
It sounds about as bad as me delivering chemicals at my last job. I was a chemical hauler, and we would have to do like doing acid and caustics. You have to put on the rubber suit and heavy chemical gloves and face shield, hard hat. And it was the middle of the summer, so you're talking the middle of July, and you're like literally inside the suit is like 130 degrees.
Oh, I know. I still got to do it in the winter.
Or you have to do it all year if you're hauling this shit. But I mean, I literally watched it eat the concrete in front of me.
Oh yeah.
So the suit was 100% necessary.
Well, I run the blood unit. Like in the winter, I'm a supervisor for the 24/7 emergency department for the roads department. So basically, we respond to like anything and everything roads related. But I also run the blood unit, so if anybody bleeds out on the road or the sidewalk, we gotta go clean it up.
Oh God!
And it's automatic hazmat. Biological contamination. So my guys are automatically in hazmat, and of course, every blood call absolutely has to have a supervisor on scene. So yeah, I gotta get dressed up every single time. In an average winter, which is like a 6-month span for us, I get maybe a dozen calls at night on my shift.
Ooh.
So it's not that bad. And most of the time it's like very minor, somebody gets popped in the nose downtown at a bar or whatever, and, they sprinkle some blood on the sidewalk. It's no big deal. But then you get the occasional stabbing or shooting. But we handle everything else. Anything from emergency road repairs to dead deer to like setting up barricades for protests or for EMS and fire and police. Doing traffic control. You name it, we do it. My summer job is a lot more relaxed because I'm a supervisor for the parks department, so I just chase after roadway grass cutting contractors.
Raz, welcome to the stream. How are you? fuck is floating in the sky over here?
I think it's a blimp or something. But it's like way off in the distance.
Yeah, I can't see it. I just see like a line.
Yeah, me too. But I think it's supposed to be a blimp because I know you see them from time to time.
You know what I discovered? I discovered on I-5, if you're coming from the 80 to the 5 going north by Reading, that when you're merging, there's those plastic things on the ground, the reflectors on the ground.
Yeah.
They're not actually on the ground, and the game depicts it as a solid object, so you'll just be like trying to merge left and you'll hit it. I had to go and to look in dev to see what the hell I hit. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't hit anything. And then I go in dev mode and I go like level with the ground, and I'm like, it's like 3 feet above the ground, but you can't see unless you're in dev mode and like dead ass look at it.
Oh, jeez.
So that's something that needs to be fixed.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
it's a solid object. Why did I just total my freaking truck? Oh. So yeah, if you're ever coming from like Vegas hitting the I-5 and you're merging by Reading, just be careful because those reflectors are solid.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, because I'm always using the 5 and the 10. That's usually my go-to route when I just want to do like easy miles. So if all I'm doing is, is just playing for miles, then I'll just go, Seattle to New Orleans.
Do you have the Canadian map? The what do you call that? Pro Mods Canada?
I used to have it, but I don't use it anymore.
Why?
Because I'm on TMP all the time, so...
Well, it's TMP friendly.
Yeah, I just don't use it anymore.
Oh, okay.
No, I just don't use any mods at all, because I'm not good with handling them, keeping them up to date, and it's just too much of a pain in the butt. So I'd just rather keep it simple.
Oh, it's beautiful up there. Are you from Alberta, or are you from...
I'm originally from Quebec, but then I moved to
okay.
Ontario 23 years ago.
Yeah, Quebec. A lot of French.
Well, that's why I'm fluent in French.
Oh.
Grew up there and then moved out of there when I was 33. Moved to Ontario. I'm now 56, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I've heard that people that live in Quebec, if you speak English, they're like really nasty to you.
Some are. Not all of them, but some can be.
Like they think they're better than you.
Yeah, but if you're in Montreal, it's mostly English. But if you're out and about in the province, yeah, you can run into a bit of that.
Like, how do you not speak France? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I used to do it on purpose to piss them off. Like, I'm fully bilingual. And whenever I run into one of those separatist types, I just do nothing but speak English. And then they're cussing me out, and I fully understand what they're saying. And then at the end of the conversation, then I replied to them in French. I said, well, you know what? Have yourself a nice day and go fuck yourself. They, what, you speak French? And I was like, yeah, but you were so fucking rude. What was the point? I figured I'd piss you off more and keep speaking in English. I had a job at a fast food joint at a Harvey's, and my girlfriend was the cashier and I was the cook. And this woman comes in, orders in French, so my girlfriend served her in French, but in order to call the order back to the kitchen, you use a microphone at that particular chain. And she called the order to me in English, and the woman spazzed out. saying, I demand to be served in French, blah, blah, blah. And of course, I was the assistant manager too, so my girlfriend calls me out of the kitchen and, ask her what's the problem in English. Like I wasn't talking to the customer, and she says, well, she's upset because she feels she didn't get served in French. I said, did you speak to her in English? She goes, nope. I said, you spoke to her in nothing but French? And she says, yeah. She goes, I only called the order to you in English. I said, okay. Well, I said, here. I said, why don't you explain to her that it's easier for me to remember orders in English since I speak English, and that, you weren't speaking to her directly, so she has nothing to say. And she kept going on and on about, be French, you have to speak French, this is Quebec. So I told my girlfriend, I said, you know what? I just took the tray, tossed it in the trash. I told my girlfriend, refund her order. And she started spazzing out more. Because I want to speak to the manager. And then I turned around in French and said, how can I help you? I am the manager. I said, you've been nothing but rude and difficult. I said, she wasn't speaking to you in English. She was speaking to me because I remember the orders a lot better in English. But, you want to continue with this behavior? I said, McDonald's is down the road. I said, have yourself a great day.
Some people are so rude for no reason. I don't miss working in service.
Yeah, the fun part is I had about 20 other clients in the restaurant start clapping as soon as I kicked her out. People are rude in general to service staff. They figured they could get away with it.
Yep.
I couldn't work customer service these days.
Oh, hell no.
I get myself thrown in jail or canceled or both.
It's telling me to take this next exit.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait till you go and I'm gonna back. Yeah, see, this is what happens when I'm yapping. I get distracted. Yeah, that's what happens when I talk. I get distracted and I'm not looking at the GPS.
I'm holding like 48. Waiting for you.
Don't wait. I'm right behind you. Not too far. I'm getting up to around 60 miles an hour right now. It's just because I'm in automatic, takes a while to get up to 79. Can't wait to get my wheel back up and running because this controller stuff is annoying. It works well, but just not for me personally. I prefer a wheel.
I'll never go back to a controller. Hell no.
Beggars can't be choosers. Until I get my desks, I don't have room for a setup, so.
I'm playing on like a 80-inch screen TV.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's freaking huge.
I haven't bought a TV in years.
Oh, I didn't pay for it.
Everything I do is on monitors, like on the computer, so I just never bothered getting into TVs. Like somebody suggested to me I could get like 3 50-inch TVs to do like trucking, and I was like, yeah, but you have to find TVs that have a fast enough refresh rate that, are compatible with like certain graphics cards and computers, and it's like such a pain.
It wasn't hard for me.
Yeah, I didn't want to go that big anyways. I don't have the room for 350-inch TVs. Like I could do 334s with three like 29s on top, no problem. So 6 screens on the main desk, and then the 2 side desks I can have with like a 32 or 34-inch monitor. But that's about all I got room for. It's like half my basement's like a finished basement, so that's my office. The other half is like the laundry room, mechanical room, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm in a small townhouse, so like the basement isn't overly big. I got maybe 14 by 12, 18 by 12, something like that.
Got a right-hand exit coming up. Or some type of curve, John.
Yeah, a little jog there, I see it. Like, what was the point of that little jog? So that's like a custom load you're able to make yourself? Like you save edited that one?
No, actually, I have somebody actually built me a mod for this trailer. I have a couple. It's a mod, and you just load up the mod, and you can buy the trailer, and it's a low boy with 2 tankers. So it doesn't read as a tanker; it reads as a low boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just surprised you're able to sneak it into TMP.
No, it's because it's not save edited because it's just a mod. In fact, actually, I have a couple of B doubles, 4 tankers. I got one that's 2 compressed gas tankers and then 2 gas tankers on the back.
Jeez.
The rear 2 are empty, only the front 2 are loaded.
Yeah, I don't mind hauling B train from time to time, but anything more than that's just a pain. Like triples, I don't like so much.
I love long trains. Like this isn't bad either. This is nice.
Yeah, my least favorite trailer is the triple trailer, like the drop deck there, or the low deck triple. Just backing it up is such a huge pain in the butt.
Oh, you shouldn't. Yeah, you should never back it up. They don't back up triples in real life. Rarely do they do that.
No, I've done it. I've also backed up B trains. That's not fun.
In real life?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, instead of dropping a trailer, then, you know, putting one at the dock and then grabbing the other one, putting it at another location, you know, I just back up the whole thing. Fuck it. If you have the room to do it, like, why not?
As long as the dollies stay put. Don't worry about the dollies swiveling out on you.
Yeah, well, yeah, the dolly on a triple is a bit different, but like on a B train, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because you know how you have to steer opposite with a normal trailer?
Yeah.
Well, this you steer normal for the second trailer, but you have to do like micro adjustments because if you overcorrect, you're jackknifing everything.
Yep.
But most of the time I ran dry box or reefers.
I don't ever want to do dry box or reefer. Oh shit! Gonna have to find a fuel station.
What's that?
Gonna have to find fuel.
Oh, okay. 22 miles left, but you're gonna run out.
22 miles?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's 420 miles left. Sorry, 22 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. You'll need to find fuel. Hopefully there's something coming up real shortly. I have a 300-gallon tank on this sucker.
Yeah, so do I.
I have 735 miles of fuel left. Alright, so that's a wait station.
But there's got to be a truck stop up here somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be something. Station.
What's going on, chat? How are you guys doing tonight?
How much fuel do you have left?
I'm not sure. I'm only averaging 4.2 a gallon because of how heavy I am.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah, that's why I like the Truckee app, like the bar at the bottom.
Yeah, the Truckee app lags me though. I don't like lag.
Yeah. Just the info is like, you know, like I know I have like 94 gallons left.
Almost missed my exit.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh, don't hit the barrier.
It was confusing me.
Yeah, it happens when there's a lot of like splits in one spot. There should be a gas station just outside of Houston here.
There's one coming up at this next exit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drop my trailer right here. My tray is a little bit bigger than yours, so I decided just to drop it. I'm gonna need to go switch my laundry too, so give me a second while I go do that.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna drop mine too. Go in there. I'm just on the street up to the left there.
I did not know that you got stuck.
Yeah, I just slightly got stuck on the wheels there on that stupid hydrant. I thought I'd swung it out wide enough, but I guess not. Wasn't watching my mirror.
Happens to the best of us. Hopefully you don't do that in real life.
Hell no.
That must be pretty fucking light.
It's only 39,000, or sorry, 30,800. Just a bunch of rubber tires. Yeah, it's also when you're steering around corners with the controller, like, you have to, if you want it to steer, like, more than, like, 90 or 180 degrees, you gotta, like, slow it down to almost a stop.
I really forget how it is to drive on a controller.
It's not great for cornering, that's for sure. Driving is not so bad, but, like, tight corners, you have to really watch it. But I've got it set up sensitive enough that, you know, it kind of compensates for it. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Just got home. Got all this shit fired up.
You have a good day?
Yeah, I mean, I did. It's just long.
Yeah. It's always long when you gotta work.
Yeah, I do have 12-hour shifts too.
Ouch.
What do you do for work?
I'm a supervisor of plastic injection molding. It's pretty decent money for around here.
Yeah, I'm a gas
A lot
hauler.
of time off. I get a lot of time off. As you can see, my miles. You said you're a gas hauler?
Yep.
Oh shit, pretty cool. Dangerous. My stepfather's been a tanker driver. I was like, as an infant, so almost 40 years he's been doing it.
Been doing it for about 5. Oh, well, and then if you call it the chemical hauling I did before that, so it'd be like 5.5 years tankers.
He does like, well, he did a lot of, they're like roll-offs and shit. You take them up like way up in northern Canada, waste management facilities up there. Some of them said they're like concrete bunkers underground.
And what, pump it into tanks up there?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I do above ground tank deliveries. I also do pump outs where we go to a gas station that's either closing or somebody decided to drop diesel into the gas tank and I gotta pump it out.
Oh, jeez.
That's a fucking disaster, huh?
Bro. Ugh.
Then they gotta get a team in to clean the tanks.
Yep. So here's a funny story. I had to do a clean out of a guy who he dropped like 3,000 gallons of dyed diesel into a clear diesel tank.
Oh, jeez.
The owner operator came to the BJ's and pumped fuel. And then when he pulled the nozzle out, he realized this shit is red. So he had to call the state police. They had to come out and like basically give him an exemption, but like
Right, because
he thought he was
fucking in trouble.
Yeah, big trouble.
It's not even his fault.
Nope. So you had to get like a release saying that there was an accidental delivery of red dye diesel to a clear diesel tank, and then I had to come in and pump it out. And here's the thing: it was almost full, so it was like 8,000 gallons of diesel in there. If not, no, actually, it was like 10,000 gallons of diesel.
Oh,
But
jeez.
because 3,000 gallons of dyed diesel went into the clear diesel tank, it's now dyed diesel. And you can only haul 7,500 gallons of diesel to be under the 80,000 gallon or 80,000 pound threshold.
Limit.
So
Yeah.
we had to use 2 tankers. I had to pump it into another guy's tanker, and then pump the rest into mine.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. That was probably a $40,000, if not more, mistake.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's nothing though. We had a guy, he delivered 7,000 gallons of regular to a diesel tank. 200 transactions later, because he didn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
We bought like 3 trucks because it was either we buy the trucks or we have to go settle in court, and it would be cheaper than hiring our attorney to fight it in litigation. It's just easier for us just to buy the fucking trucks. A dump truck, 2 brand new fucking top of the line, diesel Longhorn trucks, for farms. Brand new, bro. Each $80,000 a pop for those pickup trucks, just the pickup trucks alone.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Then we gotta pay for the 7,000 gallons of regular that was supposed to go in, right? We had to buy that gas now. Then we have to buy the quote unquote diesel that was 60/40. So we had to pump that out. Then we had to take that shit to Pittsburgh from Philly to deliver it to the crude oil tank out there for cents on the dollar, plus the downtime that there was no diesel at the store, the clean out of all the tanks and all the injectors.
Big process right there. Very
So-
big and expensive process.
Yeah, you want to know how much it was?
Kind of over $2 million.
Yeah, I think it was about $1 million.
But still, either way, that's a lot.
Ouch.
Yeah, he was fired.
Oh, no duh.
What's his last name? There's no family that's coming here from him either.
Yeah, I was lucky. All I had to do was go between Ottawa and Montreal. So go to the refinery in Montreal, pick up a load, come back and either offload it at the holding tanks, and the odd time they'd throw me on a store run, so just delivering the various grades of gas to gas stations.
Well, I do
Most
that
of the time
too,
it was
but
just most of the time it was just refinery runs, so from the refinery to the holding tanks.
that's awesome. But yeah, man, it's the easiest job I've ever done. But people are just not the brightest bulb in the tanning booth, okay? Like, I don't know how, because
Yeah.
everything's color coordinated.
Well, yeah. Plus, you know what you're hauling, so you got to pay
You
attention to
loaded
where
it.
you're putting it.
How the fuck?
Yeah.
You loaded the motherfucker.
Yeah, so you know which compartment's got what.
Yeah, but people don't pay attention, or they just lack the self-awareness of what they're doing. I just don't get it.
Yeah, but I liked our company though, because if you're hauling gas, you were not hauling diesel in the same, like in another compartment.
Well, no, we do.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Like we had one guy that just did diesel, and if your truck was gas, that's all you hauled was gas. So you had we
But
had
diesel and
different,
gas are compatible after one another. Like I can go load a full load of gas and then go to the refinery and load a full load of diesel after the other. Like it's completely compatible.
Yeah, we just didn't do it just because to avoid mistakes, I guess, that were made in the past.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many safeguards. Like you loaded it first of all. So not only that you physically did it, you entered the gallons for that compartment. Then you get your BOL. You have to put the address and shit on there, circle the octane and all that. So
yeah,
now,
exactly.
And then enter it into the tablet. And then you get to the station, you have your BOL, you look at it, you make sure you're at the right spot, and then you go to drop it. I just don't get it, because there's so many ways to like stop yourself from making a mistake. Not to mention, you got compartment indicators that you're supposed to use, especially if you're new.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just, you got those little tags on the chain hanging around the valves that you slip on,
Yep. I just don't get how you fuck it up. You have one job. How you fuck it all the way up?
Yeah.
No, so safe to say I've never done that. But
yeah,
we also got
I.
people who are really, really dumb. And what they'll do is they won't hook up a hose. They'll open the internal valve and they'll just pull the handle. We had a guy who spilled 1,000 gallons, 1,000 fucking gallons of regular at the Wildwood, New Jersey fucking Wawa. And I don't know if you know anything about it, but pretty much imagine the Wawa next to the ocean, like a gas station next to the ocean, the busiest fucking one too. 25 cars drove over 1,000 gallons of spilled fuel on the ground coming in and out of that gas station.
Oh, Jesus.
He didn't panic. He didn't like tell everybody to stop, put cones out, nothing. Had one of those cars ignited that fuel, it would have been over.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I deal with a lot of MOE calls doing what I do now. So whenever, like, there's a fuel leak or an oil leak or a coolant leak or whatever on the road, we got to deal with it. And half the time they end up being, like, MOE calls because the fuel or whatever's gone down the catch basins, or, if a dump truck had a... Because, like, 3/4 of this city is, like, rural. So they end up in a ditch and spilling fuel and, like, So it's always a Ministry of Environment situation. So we end up having to deal with a lot of those.
Yeah, and then we had a guy who decided he was going to go through a state park at night, and he ripped the trailer open and spilled 2,700 gallons of gas into a creek that led to the Potomac River in Virginia. And it actually fed into people's personal wells for their homes, so people's houses were smelling like a gas station. That was $1 million on the spot, just for the insurance to start kicking in. $1 million on the spot. Signed the check.
Ouch.
Just to start the cleanup.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Ministry of
anything else.
Environment cleanups are no joke. They're expensive.
Well, no,
like, even that's just a minor spill that goes to the catch basin.
Yeah, that wasn't even settling it. That was just to start.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, just to us, like, from my end of things, let's say, like, catch basins aren't too bad. But, like, I have to get a couple of, like, sucker trucks out, and I have to make sure that all the catch basins in the downstream line are cleaned out. Like, so they have to pressure wash and suck them out.
Oh, my Lord.
So you got, like, depending on the line, you can have, like, 20, 30, 40 friggin' catch basins you have to clean out.
That's crazy.
And you try to send, like, one guy to the opposite end in order to head it off so that they don't have to go much further downstream. And, of course, above ground, you got to put down socks and kitty litter and everything else, like Absorbol.
Yep.
And make sure it gets cleaned up.
Not sure what I just hit, but there was something in the road.
Okay.
Invisible.
Nice. Must have narrowly avoided it because I didn't hit anything. At least I didn't notice anything. Woohoo, 4 miles left. Gonna go take a dinner break after this. You able to recover?
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Okay, at least you didn't lose the load, so that's good.
What? Oh, okay.
I should have picked a better spot. That's going to be annoying for you to maneuver around in here.
Yeah, I forgot how tight this place was. No, this place isn't. Yeah, this place is tight, but it's not that bad. It's actually one of the better ones.
In a row.
Well, so whenever I go to the port to load, because we load gas out of the port, it's like this. Well, some of them, like all of the places that I go to load, where it's like inside of a port, you have to have a twig card. Transportation, it's a transportation workers identification credential. It's like a federal ID.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never had to load out of port. Lucky me. Alright, I should be out of here. I'm gonna take a break for dinner. Gotta make myself an 8, and I'll be back a little later. Well, at least the last 2 loads registered, so that's a good thing.
I'm also gonna get out of here, gentlemen, so I will talk to you guys later.
Alright, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.